Okay, so yeah, this is the one. And so if you want to create a new project, so go to the new item. Just recap that what we have discussed yesterday. So we have seen what is the new item is there, and then so people is basically so those who are logged into your Jenkins, and then the build history is like you want to see the build history, when it was built and the build was, whether build was failed or not, and then you will find all those information. And project relationship is something. So it's like downstream and upstream project. Like your build is a downstream project, and then upstream project is like a testing. Suppose there is a test project is different, and then your build project is different. Once build is done, so you can move your uh, project to the upstream, so that when build is completed, then it will go to the testing project. And then we have seen manage Jenkins, and manage Jenkins has a lot of features, like it has, you can configure your system, and then you can configure global security, and then you can reload configuration from disk, and then you can manage plugins, and you can see the system information, and then we can see the system log, and then we see the load statistics, and we have seen some of the Jenkins CLI commands, and we have seen script console, and then we have seen manage nodes, how we can manage nodes, how we can create a node, and we have seen credentials. If you want to manage your credentials, you can manage it. And see, this is only legacy data, and right now nobody is using that. And this is prepare for shutdown. If you click this one, so it will slowly, it will slowly it will download. You can say slowly it will shut down your machine. Okay, guys. Yeah. So let us open that. Okay. Yeah, so we have seen this one, master and slave architecture. So Jenkins follows the master and slave architecture. So whatever we are right now configuring is a master. Suppose if you want to configure slave, so again you can install in other machine, and then you can so wherever we have seen that manage nodes is there. So there you have to click the manage nodes, and then go to the new node. Then you will give the your slave configuration. So then you can understand that so your node will become a slave to the particular master, any master. Okay, and then we have also already seen continuous integration workflow, and then this is CI overview, uh, and CI overview also we already seen, and it is something so when here it is a source code is there, and then once our source code is uh, source code is check in, so it will go to the source code repository, and then it will go to the project workspace, so wherever you are working on it, and then build. So after your workspace, it will go to the build. So suppose if you want to use, you are using ant or maven or any other ms build or any other build tool, so you just go to the build prompt, and then you can say that ant build or and maven compiler, maven build, maven deploy or maven package, something like that. Okay, so and then so test it will perform the test JUnit test cases. Are so if you are using explicitly any other testing tool like Selenium, still you can use it in the testing and package it. Once that testing is done, so you just package it, and then so once that package is done, then you can deploy it. Okay, so this is overview. And then so we have seen the job status also, we have explained. This is blue is saying that successful, and it is yellow is saying that unstable, and then it's red is showing that broken, and then it's a gray color, it's showing that disabled. So blue means it's a successful, and then so yellow color is a unstable. That means one time it is success, and second time is failure, and a third time it is success, and fourth time is a failure. Like it is not at all a stable. And fourth one is a broken. Something is your build is broken, and something is happened because of that your build is failure. Then you can say that is a build is broken. And disabled means suppose earlier you used to build your project, but right now so you are not building the project, so you just disable it. So you can say it is a disabled. Yeah, so we'll see all these plugins later, and then so we'll try to run some sample project and test project. So as we explained, if you go to the Jenkins dashboard, so you see blue. There is a blue means it is a success, right? It is a blue means it is a success, and then so red means it is failed, and then we have not built. We haven't used basically. It is a disabled, or we are not at all build the code. Suppose, yeah, if you want to create a new project, okay. So if you want to create a new project, so let us give something. DevOps online, and then so you just go for a Maven project or freestyle project, whatever. So I'm going for a Maven project because I want to integrate Maven. Okay, DevOps online. So I'm creating so the project known as DevOps online. So here, if you see, it's a Maven project name. It is a DevOps online. So if you want to description, yeah, I am creating DevOps online project. Okay, yeah. So that's fine. And then source code, whatever the source code you want to give, you can give it. So by right now I'll go for none. And build trigger, build whenever snapshot dependency is build after other projects are build periodically. So you can build periodically whatever you want. So right now I'm going for a default one. So these are the some of the pre-steps. Suppose if you want to before build, you want to say execute some shell command, or you want to execute some Windows batch command, or you want to execute some Ansible commands, or invoke ant, or whatever. So you can mention here. Suppose if you want to execute a Windows batch command, okay. So still you can do it, like cd something d directory, and then so here if you want to run some git status or something like that, no, it should be a git directory. Yeah, anyway, so it's just like it will go to the directory like cd directory, okay. And sample I'm giving root pom is pom.xml. So because I selected as a Maven project, so I can select directly uh, pom.xml. And goal options, what goal you want to give. Suppose if you want to give Maven compile, or Maven deploy, or Maven package, or whatever. So I am giving a Maven compile here, okay. So I want to compile the package source code. Okay, so this so remove it. I am not using this one, okay. So delete this one. And post build steps. So I have aggregate downstream test results, and archive the artifacts, and build other projects, and deploy artifacts to the Maven repository, and record fingerprints of files to track usage, and git publisher, delete chef folder when build is done. Okay. So I am not using anything. So just now, just a simple project I am creating, and let me create the project. So DevOps online. Okay, yeah, so I have created a DevOps online project, and then where is that? Yeah, so this is DevOps online. Okay, so I will go for a build now. So once I create the project, so you'll see the workspace. Where is workspace? So there is no workspace. A project won't have any workspace until at least one build is performed. At least you have to perform one build. Okay, so I'll go for a build now. Build is scheduled, and it is right now it is building. So it is failure because I don't have any workspace right now. No files in the directory. I'll go to wipe out current workspace. So before that, I'll configure. So where is the workspace? I have to give the workspace. Okay, so let me go to my configure system, and where it is taking the workspace, and let me see that one. Okay, yeah. Let me go back to my, let us, yeah. So if you configure this one, okay, yeah, not this one. So we have other project that is already success. This is DevOps training 7 to 8. You can take 7 to 8. We can see the workspace. This is a workspace. So basically you have to give the workspace. Where is that? Yeah. C users, DevOps, and Java, and WebLogic, and Target. Okay. So now if you say build now, sorry. Basically you don't have any changes, so that is why it's not showing. Okay, so it's DevOps online, and then workspace, and then it doesn't find workspace path here. Okay, back to the project, and then see the workspace. Okay, so it doesn't find the workspace here, then you just give the workspace path. Okay, C program files, Jenkins and jobs. So if you see DEVOPS, already it is there. Build, okay, workspace and target. Okay, so same way in online also we have workspace, but nothing is there. Okay, yeah, so keep that your Maven project. So where is your, yeah, so this is your pom.xml. You have to keep the pom.xml there. Jobs online, and then so this is a project, right? Yeah, jobs, where is that, workspace, inside workspace. Yeah, so you have to give the inside workspace. It's not training, it's online. Inside workspace you just keep the pom.xml. Okay, yeah, so now again I go back and then execute the same job. So I'll open the job and build now. Yeah, so it is showing something, you will see. So build is failure, unknown lifecycle phase Maven. You must specify valid lifecycle phase or goal in the format plugin and plugin group ID and plugin artifact ID. Okay, so it is basically it's not able to get the your goal. What is the goal is there or not? So we'll see what is our goal basically here. We have to actually generate the folder structure. Okay guys, yeah. If you go back here, if you see my you can find here.
Hello, Varun. Varun, can you hear me?
It's not this. Okay, so you just give let me see configure. See if you see the root pom and then pom.xml and install. Just you say the install here. You can say the compile. Why? Because it is we have created it's as a Maven project, so it can automatically it will take it. Okay. So DevOps online and then just go it and then configure it.
Hello, Harish. Varun కి మేము మాట్లాడేది వినిపించదే
You just
వినిపించట్లేదు. ప్లస్ వన్
remove the
థింగ్
Maven.
ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే
Okay,
వెళ్ళిపోతున్నాడు
so
మేము
automatically
చాట్
it will take it.
మెసేజ్ చేశాము.
And now build
చాలా
now.
మంది చూడమని ఆయనకి వినిపించట్లేదు మేము మాట్లాడింది. చూడవా కొంచెం ప్లీజ్. Thanks.
Hello, Varun. Are you able to hear me?
See, build is success. You guys getting? Hello? వినపట్లేదట ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లం వస్తుంది ఆడియో ప్రాబ్లం ఉందా అంటే వాళ్ళ వాయిస్ నాకు వినపట్లేదు అట్లా ఓకే ఓకే రైట్ రైట్ ఓకే ఓకే రైట్ రైట్ ఓకే okay guys, now you can see that build out success. You have seen that build is success. Guys, let me know if you are not able to hear. Okay, no problem. Okay, so you guys understand how we can build the project. So I have shown how to build the project here. Complete, we have to give the workspace, and then uh, so we have to give the root pom dot root, and then you see the blue symbol. There is a blue symbol because it is successful. DevOps online, it is success. So if you go and see where is maven.java. Okay, not this one. We have copied to Jenkins folder, program files, and then Jenkins, and then jobs, and then DevOps online, and workspace, and then if you see POM, so this is a POM, and let us see how build is happened. This is build, and this is modules. So build in that module. See, so these files are created. So this is created basically. So com.ibm.myapp. So WebLogic, and then so it is generated like this. So let me check that pom.xml file. Yeah, this is my pom.xml file. Here, let me compile it. Now I will compile it. Okay. So we'll see the how it will, if it is compiled, how it will be. So this is DevOps online, and then so I will go and configure. DevOps online and configure. Okay. If I see package, okay guys, I'll say build now. Okay, your build is started, and now see the console output. Yeah, your build is success. Okay, so now we'll go to DevOps Online and then Workspace and then Target. You see WebLogic 2.0 is created. Getting guys? So WebLogic hyphen 2.jar file. So your Jenkins has created. Any questions guys? So successfully we have built the project, and then so we have automated and it is continuously integrated, and then so let us see other projects. So this is DevOps Online, so sorry, DevOps Training. So if you open this one and if you see the configuration, okay, so not this one, I'll show other project. Uh, so why you guys are not able to hear? Hmm. Yeah, so we'll see the 7 to 8. There is a project called 7 to 8. Okay, so if I go and run this project, I'll build now. Okay, okay, so build is successfully completed. No, there is some errors. We'll see what is the errors in that. Okay, let me check. So why it is failing? I'm deleting this one, and then so I'll run this job again. I'll say build now. I want to see the console. See, build is success. So in this project, what I am doing is, so after creation of jar files, I am copying that jar file to the some other location. So if you notice here, I'll open this one. So let me open this one. So this is the project 7 to 8. Project name is 7 to 8. DevOps 7 to 8. So if you go and see the configuration, so there you will find cd slash and cd going to the cd C program files and this path workspace and target. Okay, so it will go to this target path, and from there it will copy everything. It will copy the everything, and it will put it in the C drive. Okay, so it will put it in the C drive. It will copy to the C drive. So let us see what is there in the workspace and target. C program files and x86 and Jenkins, and then jobs, and then DevOps 7 to 8, and then workspace, and then target. See target, what is there? WebLogic -2.0. Getting us? So WebLogic -2.0 jar file is here. So if you want to copy the same jar file to some other location, so using the Jenkins job, you can do it. Not only this machine, you can copy any computer. So from here, so if you give the path of to any other computer like network node, like so if you give network path as host name, then you can copy your jar file to the particular host name. Okay, so you just copy your jar file to the particular host name. Why first time is it is failed? Because already jar file or var file already there in the C drive. So again, if you are trying to run the same file, it is unable to replace it. So that is why first time it gave the error. So if I run again, so again it will give some error. Okay, so I am removing this. Suppose if you want to copy after completion of your creating jar file, if you want to copy your jar file to the some other location, so if you want to copy your jar file to the middleware server, if you want to copy your jar file to the Java server, if you want to copy your file to the WebLogic server, if you want to copy your file to the VAS server, so you can use this option to copy your folder. Getting? So you can use this uh, command, so to copy your jar file to the destination host location. So wherever, whether it is a testing machine, or whether it is a build machine, or whether it is a CI machine, or wherever you want, you can copy your jar file to the that particular location. If I say build now, so it is building and it is compiling all the things, and it is giving error. So let us see what is the error. See, it is giving some throwing unknown errors. It is reading entire jar file, and then it is saying at the end it is saying at the end it is saying overwrite yes or no. So we are not giving any command, so it doesn't know what to take. So it is going exit to, and it is saying build step execution Windows batch command marked build as a failure. Okay, so why? Because it is already it is there, so it is unable to replace, it is unable to overwrite, so that is why it is giving error. So if you say if it is delete, and if you run it again, and build now. See, now it is success. So if you already deleted, if you go and see, so it is copied that war file, jar file to the C drive location. So same way you can copy this jar file or war file any location. You can copy to the JBoss location, JBoss server location. You can copy to the WebLogic server location. You can copy to the WAS server location, or you can copy to the Tomcat server location. You can do anything. And we have other jobs. Sure, yeah. So you guys can try you on your local machine. And I have other job also. So I'll show you that other job. So there is a DevOps training. So if you see this job, so just go to the configure. You will find here there is a plugin called deploy var or here to a container. Suppose if I take like this, okay, so it will deploy into the target location. So it will keep that jar file or var file into the target location. So let me try this on this one also. Okay, right now I am trying to executing the DevOps training project. Is it success or what? It's immediately success. Yeah. So if you go and console, see the console, build on master in workspace, finished success. Okay. DevOps training and workspace. C program files and Jenkins. And jobs, and then DevOps training, and then workspace. So you didn't find anything. So what? Let us see. Building and master in workspace, DevOps training, workspace. So nothing is there. I think we have to remove something. Let us see what is the configuration. Yeah, so basically workspace is not here. So if you see here, there is a context path. So we have given here that is C users DevOps Maven Java. So if you go here, so you'll find that C users DevOps and Maven Java. So here you will find target, and then what is that? Yeah. So basically it is not reading form.xml. Form.xml is here. And this is my source. It's not updated. This is my target. And okay, so it is still it's showing old one. And these are the classes. Let me check what is there in that repository. Its context path is C users and DevOps container. So I might have had this one. Okay, it is not there. So container we have to take it. Okay, I think this is the latest one. Okay, yeah. So we'll see target and then snapshot -10.jar. because it is not able to find that war file or jar file in that particular location. Maven Java and target, it's not there. So it's not basically target, it is WebLogic -20. I'll go to the Jenkins and give this path. Okay, .jar file, it is jar file, right? Yeah. And then I'll save it. Okay, and now I'll build it. Okay guys, so today we have seen how to build the project. Build on master workspace, C program files and DevOps on workspace. Okay, so basically it is not getting the form.xml. So if you just copy the form.xml there, so you will see the difference. Control C and C program files and Jenkins and then jobs and then DevOps online. No, it's not DevOps online. So DevOps training. Yeah, so you don't have workspace here. Form.xml here, so I'm copying the form.xml there. Now I'll try to build my project again. If you go and see the console, DevOps training and then workspace and finished success. So let me check there what is happening. Training, workspace. This is the one. And if I go back to C users and then Maven Java and then WebLogic and then target, if you see nothing is happened because it is not building. Why it is not building, we'll see. So we'll go to the configuration. Yeah, so only we give this one and it's not this one. Build step. Because we are not doing anything. Install, Maven install. If you say apply and then save, and then if you build it, let us see how things are happening. Okay. If you see here, so just go to the console and then in console it is saying that maven.bat install and then exit error level. Maven.bat is not recognized as an internal or external command, operable program or batch file. Build step invoke top level Maven targets marker build as a failure. So it's not something. Configure. So let us see what kind of project it is. Okay. Maven home and then goals are installed and then build now. and I'll go to and see the console. See, now build is okay. Something there is a problem. So here build is successful, but java.net malformed exception, no protocol manager. It's like plugins deploy tomcat. Yeah, so it is throwing some plugin deploy tomcat error, so that is why it is throwing some error. Okay guys, yeah, so let us see where it is compiled and something like that. Okay, yeah, so maven java, it's not there here. Okay, so back, because it is, we gave the path in Jenkins path, and if you go to the Jenkins, and there you will find the jobs, and then so DevOps training, and then workspace, and then see target is created, WebLogic 2-0, so created, right? It is created. Okay guys, yeah, let me know if you have any questions, otherwise just recap. Today we have seen how to run the jobs basically. So we have seen what is the Jenkins dashboard, and then so we have seen new item and how we can create a project and new item. So we have a freestyle project, and then second one is we have a maven project, and third one we have an external project, and fourth one we have a multi-configuration project, and fifth one is a copy existing item. Freestyle project means, so whatever the tool you can use it, and whatever the tool and whatever the version, so you does you basically don't care about what is the tool you are using and what is the version you are using, and you can provide everything in the configuring the system. So whereas maven project, if you want to build a maven project, suppose if you want to compile a maven project, so then, so if you select the maven project, by default it can understand the where your so where your pom.xml is there, and then if you give the goal, it immediately, if you just say install or compile or deploy or whatever, so it immediately it will understand that it will execute the code based on your goal what you have given. And then external job, so if you are giving external job, so you can you can access your job, so same console, you can get this console, entire console, you can get this entire URL from other third party, other any other computer, so you can run the job. So basically if you just have a read permissions, we just go to the this URL, and then so you just click the job, and your job will be executed, and then jar file or war file will be created. So if you select the multi-configuration project means, so multi-configuration project is basically, it's a irrespective of environment, irrespective of environment you can build your project. It's not a Windows platform, it's not a Linux platform, it's not any other platform. Irrespective of platform, you can build your, or you can serve, you can compile your source code, and then you can package it as a war file or jar file, and then you can perform unit testing or JUnit testing or testing, and then you can integrate everything with your war file or jar file, and then it package it, and then so copy to the testing server, or middleware server like JBoss server or WAS server or WebLogic server or Tomcat server. So you can do all these activities using Jenkins. So we have seen that post build options. Uh, uh, so we'll go to that and so show you again. So if you see here, DevOps 9 to 8, configure, it is a post build. Execute Windows batch command. Okay, post steps. See the post steps. That means once your jar file is created, so where your jar file will created, your jar file will be created in the target folder. Always remember, your jar file always will be created in the target folder. So once you the jar file is created in the target file, I'll go to the cd using cd slash, and then I'll go to that cd and then the entire path. and then here I'll give X copy and copy everything to the C drive. So that is why it is copied. Your war file or jar file is copied to your C drive, this location. Okay, so this is basically known as a continuous integration tool. Continuous integration tool means for each and every check-in, so developer is done some checking, so it will perform. But right now we didn't integrate with the source control, so that is why I didn't show you. But is that, yeah, in real time if you select, let me select something. Yeah, so git subversion, take the subversion R. You can give repository path here. You have to give the repository, so this is the path. It's C users DevOps. Okay, it is showing that git.exe, maybe. Okay, you see the console cloning the remote repository, cloning repository, error cloning remote repo origin. Okay, so it is taking as a remote repository. Okay, so let me configure again. Git clone and test it. Something else, I'll give the test dev. Okay, if I say build, yeah, so cloning the remote git repository, you see, build on master in workspace, and then cloning repository git, clone users test dev, git.exe init, error cloning remote repo origin, so could not init workspace. Yeah, basically we have to give the proper configuration. because it is a remote repository, git repository, remote repository, it takes only remote repository, so it cannot okay, so I cannot do this one. Okay, none is just select none, and then not pull it, and so it is depends on the other projects. Trigger only build is stable, trigger event build is unstable. Like DevOps 7 to 8. Okay, this is already 7 to 8, right? DevOps online. Okay, what is this? Stop game. Yeah, DevOps online, and if you say apply and save, I am building DevOps online now. See how it is interesting. So continue. This is a power of continuous integration. See, I have created a DevOps online, but immediately, so DevOps 7 to 8 is already started to build, right? So if you see here, it is also, what is this one? This is DevOps online. Okay, so after that, immediately this has been done upstream. This is, you can say, it's upstream project. You can see the console output. Yeah, so this is DevOps online. And if you see the DevOps 7 to 8, and console, see, it is also again built, started by upstream project. Okay, so this is basically started by upstream project. That means one project, if one project is built successfully, then it can it can trigger other project also. So here we have we have built the DevOps online project. So immediately your DevOps 7 to 8 project also built. Okay, your DevOps 7 to 8 project is build is depends on your DevOps online build.